Listen carefully. I am trying to pull you back from a serious situation. If you keep going your own way, regret will meet you later and tears will follow. Work with me now, while there is still space to breathe, and sorrow will lose its hold on your future. The warning is not meant to frighten you, but to invite you into calmer, wiser choices before damage appears. From where I stand, I can see what you cannot. An unexpected health issue is closing in. I am telling you now so you can make different choices right now and avoid that issue. Hear these words before routine pain turns into something much harder to bear. This notice is a gift, a chance to rewrite tomorrow before something terrible happens. Yes, I mean it. Some of your current ways point straight toward that issue. I know every detail about you, down to each strand of hair, and I understand how your daily actions strain the body I designed for good work. I speak plainly because wasted time is dangerous now. Picture a fork in the road. One track leads to danger, the other to open air and steady footsteps. I see the road ahead and the hidden holes in it. My purpose is not to scare you, but to wake you up, to loosen the fog that has settled on your mind. The force that moves me to speak would cross any distance to reach you. Wakefulness begins when you admit the fog exists. Clarity grows as soon as you decide that sleepwalking is over. It aches to think of you stumbling into a deep pit. You matter to me. I have watched over you from your first breath. Quiet reminders have brushed past your thoughts. Guards have stood near your steps, yet dangers still circle. I whisper again because you count. Every minute, unseen hands have shielded you, yet I long for you to notice and walk with open eyes. I placed warnings inside your conscience, but you often filed them away, thinking there was plenty of time. The hour is late. Aimless drifting will soon hurt you. I'm doing everything possible to keep heartbreak from overtaking you. Delay brings risk. You cannot predict tomorrow. Treat these words like a bright light on a dark road, warning that the bridge ahead is out and urging a turn. Hidden traps line the path. I can see them, you cannot. Mercy moves me to speak. Danger is near if nothing changes. The body entrusted to you suffers from neglect and from choices rooted in defiance. Both directions add pressure that it cannot sustain. Neglect may seem small, defiance may feel bold, yet both treat your body as expendable cargo instead of trusted equipment. You brushed off tiredness, minor aches, and restless nights as nothing. They were gentle alarms asking for your attention. Hearing this may sting, yet your present course leads toward sharper pain. I speak now to spare you, not to condemn you, and certainly not to shame you. Watch for the whisper of warning before the road beneath you trembles. Heed it, and you'll spare yourself needless hardship and expense. For I am your faithful guide. Earlier notices went unheeded. A stronger jolt must now arrive. I do not enjoy seeing you hurt. My aim is to keep you alive and whole. Correction is part of care. Without it, you would drift farther from the person you are able to become. Correction can feel coarse, but smoothing rough edges now prevents deeper cracks that are harder to mend later. Choose ease early. Would you rather I stay silent while harm grows? Should I turn away and watch damage spread unchecked? That is not love. Silence would betray both of us. Speaking up is harder, yet it opens the chance for change before consequences become unmanageable. Love sometimes raises its voice. Silence might look gentle, yet it would abandon you to growing harm without a guiding hand. I refuse that neglect. So I speak and plead. Alter your course without delay. Certain practices must stop at once. Waiting invites heavier cost. Begin today and lessen the weight pressing against your health and spirit. Imagine a shepherd's hand halting the flock at the cliff's edge. Abrupt, yes, but it spares them from tumbling into the valley's shadow, for I am your protector. Delay removes that option. Act now and live fully. Habits, attitudes, and even some connections are draining you. You already sense which ones these are. I have nudged you about them many times. Others hide beneath excuses and constant activity, but nothing is concealed from my view. I notice every choice, even the ones you dismiss. Words of excuse may promise comfort, yet they slip away like precious water on sun-baked sands, leaving you to wander thirsting. Fear not, for I am your wellspring. I am not pointing a finger to make you feel small. I am showing a doorway out. Take it and avoid harsher harm. Reach for my hand before the storm arrives in full. Respond quickly and let wisdom steady you, while change is still possible. Take the door while it is open. Waiting risks a wall where the exit used to be. Spare your own future today. You must move. You must release what hurts you, even if it feels familiar or briefly comforting. These things are not allies. They silently weaken your future. Let them go. Release is not loss. It is the freeing of clenched fists so new strength can flow. Familiar chains still cut skin, even if you have worn them for years. Open hands receive. Holding less gives more. Choose freedom now. Do not say, "It is too hard," or "I am too weak." I have parted seas and quieted storms. My strength shows up best when you admit your own limits. Yield and capacity beyond yours will meet you. I have turned shorelines into dry land and hushed roaring winds. Helping you change daily habits is no harder than that. Lean on proven power today. It never fails. Say yes, and help will arrive. I know weariness and discouragement have followed you, yet I never left. I stay close, waiting for the moment you face me fully. I am nearer than your next breath. Every heartbeat you feel is evidence that I am close, sustaining you, ready to amplify courage the moment you whisper for help. Let proximity replace doubt now. Trust the nearness fully. Even now, as you take in these lines, a shift is starting inside you. Chains built over time are losing tension. You do not have to enter that tragedy. Turn from the house of sorrow and its silent stone altars, for broken hearts were never my design. Those cold pillars offer no comfort. Step into the morning light, where hope springs anew. But if hardship is the only path that turns you back, I will allow it because losing you would wound me more. Remember, I have plans that favor your good, not your harm. Hard teachers teach lasting lessons, but spares you bruises. Accept wisdom the gentle way, and the harsher lessons become unnecessary. Turn before pain must speak. You still have time. Use it well. I offer hope and a future. Why trade that for small thrills that vanish? I am calling you upward toward wholeness. The route, though rewarding, requires letting go of burdens and habits that wrap around your feet. The higher ground I offer has clear air, long views, and steady footing. Temporary thrills cannot match its steady satisfaction. Choose the hard way, not shortcuts. Stay above the fog with ease. Trust that what I set before you surpasses anything you could build alone. You will not walk it alone. I will give strength and guidance, one step at a time. The narrow way may be tough, yet it carries peace, steady joy, and a sense of nearness. Peace is not the absence of effort. It is the calm knowledge that every step carries purpose and reliable guidance beside it. Come back with your whole heart. Recall the early days when you sought me with softness and fire mixed together. I can renew that spark. Early affection may feel distant, but embers can blaze again when stirred by honest desire and steady commitment to walk together. Remember the warmth of first light after a long night, and understand that memory was a promise, not a peak. Return. I can breathe fresh life into a tired soul, yet time is tight. Each delay increases danger. With every hesitation, destructive forces gain ground. Do not hand over your health, your purpose, or your peace. Mercy and fairness both guide me. Neither will be mocked. Justice stands beside kindness, ensuring that destructive cycles do not continue unchecked. Ignoring this balance invites consequences you do not want ever. What you plant will still grow, but turning now brings leniency. If you humble yourself, I will forgive and rebuild. Shift direction while the road is still dry. Once rain turns it to mud, travel slows and rescue arrives late. Humility is a key that opens locked rooms where opportunity waits. Carry it now and doors will swing wide. Resist pride's quiet whisper. Choose grace instead today. My arms remain open. My love for you pulls me towards you. Step out of hiding and into clear light. Put down pride, fear, and stubbornness. Bend both knee and heart, and you will see rescue unfold. I talk straight because care leaves me no other choice. Transparency feels risky at first, but the fresh air that rushes in will clear your lungs and revive resolve. Step into freedom now. I speak urgently because the window is closing. You cannot see everything I see. Trust that my alerts aim to keep you safe. Lives and callings intertwine with yours. They depend on your presence and strength. Your influence reaches farther than you guess. When you stand strong, others find courage, and when you fall, they feel the tremor. Guard their hope by guarding yours. Start it today. Opposing forces want to sideline you. Align with me and they lose ground. This warning is still only a warning, not a fixed sentence. Turning around can replace ruin with recovery. You can reroute destiny with one decisive turn. Restoration can follow if you listen. You asked for guidance, and this is the answer, though it may look different than expected. Reach out and grab hold. Answers sometimes arrive unexpectedly. Do not reject them because they surprise you. Help rarely looks exactly like the picture you imagined. Still, it is help, and it will hold your weight. Lean on it with trust. Believe me, rescue is still possible. No matter how far you feel you have drifted, my reach has not shortened, and my attention has not faded. Distance is an illusion. A sincere turn of the heart erases miles in a moment, bringing conversation back to the same shared table. Believe that my chair remains pulled out for you, waiting without complaint, no matter how late the hour. My concern remains active. I study the unseen hazards and the quiet patterns that trap people across generations. Experience tells me how small habits grow into disasters. Patterns repeat like silent tears unless someone interrupts them. I am here ready to stop the cycle for your sake. Let the tears stop so new direction can be given and progress can finally move forward safely. I am not angry for anger's sake, and I do not speak to shame you. Love motivates every word I share, even the hardest ones. Real love tells the whole truth, even when the truth has sharp edges that might scrape pride. Silence would be false kindness. I choose honest words because honest words can be trusted, and trust is the ground where genuine change grows steadily. My care runs deeper than oceans and taller than peaks. Certain behaviors you treat as harmless are actually sparks near dry grass. Play with fire, and you will be burned. Linger at a cliff edge, and you will slip. Dry grass catches quickly. Sparks that seem harmless can ignite fields before anyone notices, leaving nothing but char behind. Step back from the edge. Choose solid ground instead. Opening the door to wrongdoing again and again invites it to rule you. Every decision, however small, shifts direction. Thoughts feed desire. Desire feeds action. Action sets habit. Habit shapes character. Small movements matter. The direction of a single degree, kept long enough, will land a ship on a different continent. Guard early thoughts because they design the architecture of tomorrow's character. Choose careful drafting each day. Character, in turn, charts destiny. Guard your heart because life flows from it. Laziness erodes discipline. Delay steals opportunity. Excess weakens the body. Anger wounds. Bitterness corrodes. Careless speech harms. Fear paralyzes. And doubt silences courage. You often excuse these patterns as ordinary, but their cost bites hard. Stop trading permanent strength for temporary ease. The exchange never favors you. Invest in habits that pay life forward. You may think, I can do whatever I like. Truth says otherwise. Unchecked desire waits at your door, eager to master you. Self-reliance whispers that you are in control, but unexamined cravings wait like crouching predators, ready to spring when vigilance fades. Name the longing, shine light on it, and its power shrinks. Darkness is the soil where unhealthy urges multiply. Expose them and live free today. My words are not stones thrown at you. They are ropes extended to pull you out of mud before it closes over your head. I designed you for far more. The rope is strong, woven from countless acts of attention. Grab it, and you will feel the pull of steady purpose guiding you upward. Ignore it, and the mud thickens around your ankles until movement slows completely. I placed my spirit within you so you could overcome. You are not forced into ruin unless you reject help. I have given guidance as a lamp and conviction as a compass. Each is ready when weakness appears. Guidance shines like a lantern on a path. Conviction rings like a bell in fog, helping travelers orient when vision is limited. Use both without delay for steady footing. Stories around you testify to my reliability. You are not abandoned in this struggle. I stand beside you, a refuge and a source of strength. Witness stories, ancient and modern, line the shelves of history, speaking of promises kept even when situations looked impossible. Let their echoes remind you that the same reliability stands beside you, urging confidence in present battles. Memories fuel perseverance. Lean on them. Still, you must listen. Conviction intends to heal, correction protects, discipline draws you close. Each compromise unlocks space for harm. Comfort chosen over obedience pushes you further from your path. What feels like restriction is actually protection. The fence at the cliff edge that keeps travelers from stepping over the edge. Choose safety now, and morning will reveal the view you kept by staying back wisely. This is serious. Your life and purpose are at stake. Do not treasure what is destroying you. Step away from it. Life is fragile glass. Do not break it. Step into care and you preserve what cannot be replaced. Your unique contribution matters. Keep it available by guarding health and clarity. Shortcuts toward pleasure often bypass safety. Avoid them immediately. Separate yourself from evil patterns. The fight is tough, but I have already shown victory is possible. Grace fills the gaps you cannot cover. Power appears where you feel weakest. Simply reach for it. Grace is more than pardon. It is fuel for the uphill section, filling lungs and legs when natural strength drops. Reach for it like water in desert heat. Accept the refill right away. I will respond. I warn you because unseen consequences loom. I ask for change to keep you from pain. I search for the one who wanders and bring them back. I search valleys and hills alike, determined to guide every wanderer back to stable ground, celebrating each step that turns toward home. Your return brings joy that outweighs every sleepless watch I kept for your sake always. I welcome the lost and pay any price for freedom. Why stay chained when release is offered? Why choose illness when recovery is near? Chains disguise themselves as trinkets, but they still limit motion and bruise skin. Release brings motion and room to breathe. Reject illness of spirit and body. Choose vitality that opens mornings with strength and closes nights with contentment. Live unbound today and tomorrow. Painful habits taste sweet for a moment, but leave a bitter aftertaste. They sparkle briefly, then drag you into darkness and sadness. Bitterness lingers like aftertaste from cheap medicine, reminding you every moment of a decision that once seemed harmless. Choose nourishment that sustains rather than flavor that fades. Long-term health matters more than instant sensation. Savor what lasts and protects you. Reject empty sweetness right away. They promise life, yet deal out loss. Hidden faults may feel secret, but nothing escapes my sight. Bring them into open air, not for shame, but for release. What stays hidden cannot mend. What you admit can be washed clean. Confession is not exposure for embarrassment. It is opening a window to let stale air escape and let freshness in. Light heals what darkness hides. Step forward. What you hand over can be restored. Comparison, jealousy, and forced striving weigh you down and deplete strength. Jealousy is a weighted vest. Every step becomes harder while wearing it. Comparison is a distorted mirror, reflecting neither you nor others accurately. Lay both aside and notice how quickly your pace returns, how easily lungs fill when burden is gone. Freedom walks light and far every single day. They blur vision. You were never meant to match the world's scale. Pride and self-reliance tell you to cope alone, but cut from the source you wither. Bow in humility, and I will lift you. Real vision comes when fog of pride lifts, letting landmarks appear that guide safe passage and meaningful progress. Humility clears the way. Then the direction to take looks obvious. Follow it confidently from now. A contrite heart is never despised. Distraction steals hours with empty intake. True contentment cannot be found in endless consumption. Only I satisfy deep hunger and quench lasting thirst. Hunger and thirst of the soul cannot be satisfied by endless intake of noise. Quiet waters restore better than loud torrents of distraction. Sit in stillness and feel strength return, like lungs filling after deep breath once more. Return to practices that renew your spirit. Quiet reflection, focused prayer, shared wisdom, and honest community. Keep devotion straightforward and genuine. Fancy talk is unnecessary. Reflection sharpens focus the way trimming a lamp wick brightens flame. Small adjustments create wide circles of light. Shared wisdom multiplies when voices join openly, and honest connections offer steady support during difficult climbs. Keep the circle strong together. Listen and learn daily. Let your heart beat in step with mine. Armor for daily struggle is ready. Truth, integrity, readiness, trust, rescue, and the Word. Do not set these tools aside. Use them and you will stand, whether you sense the battle or not. These tools fit like tailored armor, built for your frame, tested in countless trials before reaching your hands. Wear them with confidence today. They never fail you. The enemy works to steal and ruin. He never rests, yet he is already beaten when you stay close to me. Greater strength lives within you than anything opposed to you. I speak now for your victory and well-being. Opposition may roar, yet it cannot overturn a soul anchored in steadfast presence. Calm waters exist beneath every surface wave. Rest there and stand firm without fear, ever. I want you free and joyful. Freedom grows from surrender. Triumph grows from obedience. Joy is not a mere feeling. It is the settled assurance that meaning undergirds each day. Freedom is not simply absence of chains. It is the active ability to use time, thoughts, and gifts for good. Both flourish when rooted in surrender and steady obedience, tended by intentional choices each morning and evening. Fulfilled living comes from walking with my spirit, not from flawless performance. When you stumble, I lift you. When you fall, I pardon. Daily connection matters more than spotless records. Perfection was never the requirement. Genuine relationship is. I lift, pardon, and guide because connection matters more to me than spotless ledgers. Walk close, stumble less, and rise quickly when you do. I am present, always near. When weakness presses in, I become strength. Yet you must choose whom you serve. Dual loyalty is impossible. You cannot grasp both the world and me. Divided allegiance splits energy and dulls progress. Clear choice gathers strength like sunlight through glass. Set both feet on one path, and momentum will reward you with growing confidence and fresh resolve. Stand firm without wobble now. Choose wholly today. You cannot taste two cups at once. I set before you life or death, blessing or curse. Choose life. Listen well and hold fast. Life and death stand like two forks in a trail. The map is in your hands, and the decision cannot be outsourced. Pick the track that leads upward, and you will not regret the view waiting at the summit. Choose with care now. I stand near, knocking on your heart. Open, and let me clear out what pollutes. I want to dwell inside, to pour out love until it overflows. Opening the door lets fresh breeze clear stale corners. Permit the cleansing, and the space will be ready for new purpose. Overflow then becomes natural, pouring kindness into every room you enter. Make room for abundance starting right now here. I intend to make you a light in dark places, but clutter must be removed first. Release the weights and allow pruning that produces real fruit. Stay connected to me, and you will flourish. Light in dark places does not shine by accident. It shines because fuel is supplied and wick is trimmed. Remove what blocks the flame, and brightness increases without strain. Keep tending daily faithfully. Apart from me, progress withers. Trust my ways, my timing, and my care. Without close connection, branches dry and crack. When joined, they draw life freely from the vine. Trust means staying attached even when weather feels harsh. Seasons change, yet the source remains constant. Roots reach deep, anchoring against storms. Likewise, depth with me secures you when winds rise. Settle in and draw strength every day. Trust my care. I am consistent and kind. I do not lead you into harm or trick you. My gifts are solid and good. My character does not shift with trends. Reliability is written into every promise I have spoken. Count on steady guidance the way sailors count the stars fixed in the sky. Reference points keep journeys safe. I remain constant for you without a doubt. Light never shifts at its source. When you ask for bread, I will not hand you a stone. When you ask for a fish, I will not hand you a snake. Good gifts suit real needs. They may differ from what you imagined, yet they nourish growth and stability. Ask boldly, knowing that what arrives will strengthen you rather than harm you. Expectation positions hands open wide. If flawed people manage to give decent gifts, how much more will I supply what you truly need? Ask, seek, knock. Do not drift, waiting for another sign. Act on this warning. Delay clouds vision. Repeated postponement teaches the heart to ignore important signals. Respond soon, and you will meet opportunity. Wait, and opportunity walks quietly past the door. Choose action over hesitation now for your sake. Turn now. I guard, I deliver, I rescue. I speak because I care. Protection shields you from blows you never see. Delivery lifts you from holes you slipped into. Rescue redirects momentum toward better destinations. I speak with urgency because affection fuels every syllable. Let these declarations settle deep and guide decisive movement before night falls. Today is the best day to begin. Walk this way forward. Move with purpose. Breathe deeply. Look ahead. And trust that each forward step will be met with steady support that will not fail you on this shared road. Before you opened this message, I nudged your thoughts toward it. It was always meant for you. You did not stumble here by luck, and your busy schedule did not hide you from me. I know the ideas you keep quiet, the wishes you voice only inwardly. I noticed every sigh and felt every quickened beat that wondered, is there guidance for me? Now I speak plainly. Yes. Let those uneasy doubts settle like dust after rain. Pay attention to the steady calm arriving behind the words. I have watched, I have listened, and I am present. Will you ease your guard for a moment? These lines carry more than information. They carry intent directed at the part of you that needs reassurance most. Think of the quiet space that opens inside when someone honestly sees you. That is what these sentences aim to build. Let it be a small rest stop in the middle of a crowded day, a place where you can breathe and gather strength before you continue. When you reach for me in trust, I respond. Say openly, I need help, and help begins its path toward you. You have prayed, questioned, and paced through long nights hoping for clarity. Hear this. You are not ignored. Even if answers seem slow, the conversation is ongoing. Your words do not vanish into the air. They mark a trail that I follow toward you, carrying quiet but steady assistance that meets the moment it is most valuable. The answer you look for, the route you fear might stay blocked, is already noted. What I promise, I finish. Even when you doubt yourself or worry that time is running out, I step in and declare the matter settled. No opinion on earth can overturn what I decide. Let this sink in. You are standing on ground that will hold, even if everything around you shifts. Stay steady and watch the way open with measured but undeniable certainty. Some messages inspire, others explain. This one does both and also secures. If you walk away now, you will leave before the work on your uncertainty is complete. Stay until the last word so that peace can finish its quiet repair. Each sentence is like a stitch closing up worry, drawing edges together until the mind can rest without the constant pull of loose ends. When distractions try to pull you off track, remember, your enemy would rather you skip one crucial point than face life fully informed. Confirmation from me is never weak or undecided. I have surveyed the path, arranged the resources, and outlined the conclusion. You will not be left hanging. The swirl of unknowns is settling right now. Calm yourself. What once felt like a tentative maybe has turned into a clear yes. What you feared was a no becomes a better yes in the right moment. If these words stir something in you, show your gratitude for them right now. Let them sit with you, not demanding, simply present and quietly lifting how you feel inside. Now I invite you to align with this confirmation. Your task is not to force anything, but to let your words match mine. When doubt speaks, answer with what I have told you. When conditions look opposite, repeat, it is settled. Let thought, speech, and posture agree with that. This agreement tunes your inner world like strings brought into harmony. Once tuned, small vibrations carry farther and clearer. Agreement is not ceremony, it is fuel. I know your worries. What if I choose wrong? What if I overlook the opening? Remember, I guide. I do not set traps. If your heart stays willing, I redirect before you stray too far. My presence inside you is a compass nudging you back when your view shifts. Notice those subtle tugs, an unease here, a fresh idea there, small signals steering you toward steady ground. Breathe out tension. The urge to perform for approval was never yours to bear. The outcome is confirmed. Walk alongside me and see how steadiness fills the gaps. Circumstances may hint at loss, but the scene is bigger than what you observe. Life is a wide landscape. You are standing too close to see the shape of it all. Step back in trust and let perspective correct the fear of shortage. You are closer to renewal and restoration than you guess. Growth often happens where eyes cannot see, yet it is no less certain. Do not quit. Momentum is gathering underneath daily routines, the way roots spread quietly under winter soil, preparing for spring. Keep showing up, and the surface will eventually break open with visible change, not sudden, but the natural result of steady, hidden progress. The seasons ahead are prepared with honest joy and fresh hope. I hold you with steady care. Even when loneliness whispers that no one notices, remember these words. They are proof that attention is on you. Let that born-in awareness lift your shoulders and lighten the steps you take today. Celebrate progress, however minor, because acknowledgement turns small gains into sturdy building blocks. Your challenges are not overlooked, and your sincere words are always heard. I am active in your life, guiding every step. When you notice my nearness, accept the invitation. Any act of trust you choose is a statement that you believe the path can hold you. Small choices count. The extra breath before responding, the decision to rest, the commitment to speak kindly to yourself when mistakes occur. You have asked hard questions. Will I be okay? Is there a future for me? My answer is clear, yes, in ways larger than you imagine. When I restore fully. When I bring joy, it is lasting, not fleeting. Expect more than patchwork. Expect a strength that makes sense even on ordinary days when nothing dramatic is happening, and yet contentment finds room to sit with you. Keep your hope. The solutions on the way are broader and deeper than the ones you thought you needed. I see the fear that sometimes freezes you, the fear of falling short or being let down again. Identify it when it shows up, name it plainly, and then place it beside the larger truth that my commitment to you is steady. Fear shrinks in the light of clear facts. Listen closely. Fear is not in charge. It may shout, but it cannot erase what I have spoken about your life. Even now, I am trading its grip for steady courage. Courage here is not loud. It is the quiet resolve that gets you out of bed, the willingness to try again, the patience to wait through uncertainty without surrendering your peace. Move ahead, not because you feel fearless, but because you are cared for by the one who holds tomorrow. I know this stretch has been difficult. Waiting, heartache, and closed doors have tired you out. This is not punishment. It is preparation. The work you do now, staying honest, choosing kindness, remaining hopeful, is setting anchors for future calm. The resilience you build now will support future good that will stand when storms return. Trust the process. I am with you throughout. Remember moments from the past where help arrived unexpectedly. Let those memories be markers along the path, reminding you that present silence does not equal absence. I am consistent, even when feelings argue otherwise. Consistency may look quiet, but it is a force that carries you further than bursts of excitement. I have been shaping something worthwhile beyond your current view. This twist in the road is not the finish. It is a curve leading to fresh scenery you could not have planned, but will recognize as right once you arrive. Keep walking. Stay near. Rely on me when it is tough. Believe when it seems unworkable. Speak to me honestly. Take the next sensible action. Accept help when offered, and rest when exhausted. Progress often looks like ordinary acts repeated faithfully until momentum turns small efforts into visible change. Over time, such quiet consistency can outperform dramatic but short-lived surges. I hold your hand through it all, and I will not let you slip. Today I confirm, you are loved, you are chosen, and you are meant for a fuller life than you have yet known. Let those statements stand like pillars in your mind. Return to them whenever questions crowd in and balance feels shaky. My commitment to you does not waver. Let my words bring steadiness and quiet strength. Step closer. There is more to reveal. Do not fear. My light will guide. This is your moment. Treat it as a deliberate turning point, a chance to choose trust on purpose rather than by accident. Let courage stand up inside you and declare a new standard for how you engage your days. Treat it with care. The decision is in your favor. The record is stamped. Keep the decree near. Speak it over your living space, your relationships, your plans. Let its echo fill every quiet hall of your mind. And here again, take in the whole message. Understanding grows when it is received without fragments. Share it with anyone leaning toward despair, because power rests in receiving the complete thought. When doubt knocks, answer with trust. When fear whispers, answer louder with calm acknowledgement of my presence. Words establish atmosphere. Let your words keep the air clear. Encouragement spreads, sometimes faster than discouragement, when carried by genuine empathy. Your voice can be the difference between someone stopping or continuing the journey. When opposition rises, remember who confirmed your path. I have spoken and will act. I take joy in you. Now breathe in assurance. Let it travel all the way to your fingertips, loosening clenched hands and unclenching the jaw, that stiffness built through worry. Face challenges with steady eyes. They are smaller than they appear when viewed through the lens of settled identity. Let perspective shrink them to scale. Let anxiety go and enter the day aware that my decision stands. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. Repeat this as needed, as reminders that truth stays true whether or not feelings catch up immediately. Alignment comes when thoughts, feelings, and actions all circle the same center, creating a stable rhythm you can walk to. It is confirmed, from now on and always. Allow that certainty to shape how you schedule your week, how you rest, and how you plan. Decisions made from security look different than those made in panic. They have clearer motives and kinder ripples. Let that confidence color even small choices, like which conversation to start or which obligation to release. In stillness, listen for my voice sounding through the quiet corners of your heart. Let these words settle and lift your spirit. In this moment, heavy chains of despair loosen. You might feel only a slight easing now, but that shift marks the beginning of deeper relief down the line. Anxiety, worry, and fear lose their hold. You sought peace, and I respond with peace. I hold you close and guide your steps. Rise with steady confidence. Do not let fright steer your course. Hear me clearly. Your prayers have not disappeared. Every plea and tear sits before me. Nothing is overlooked. I keep them close until the time to respond arrives. I am active on your behalf. Troubles that stayed too long will bow to my authority. Turning back now would leave you regretting what you were on the brink of seeing. Hold your position a little longer. Resolution often arrives moments after patience feels finished. You might think promises failed, but I stand beside you in the fiercest weather. When weariness urges surrender, this is the time to press forward. Rest if you must, but keep facing the right direction. Progress sometimes looks like stillness, while strength gathers within. Trust that every deep breath and each small choice to continue counts toward the final outcome even when no one else notices. Listen, large barriers that blocked your way are about to crumble. If you quit now, you will miss the goodness hidden beyond them. Persist. Use the strength already placed in you. Picture a door slowly unlocking. Impatience might cause you to walk away seconds before the latch clicks open. Stay until you hear the click. That sound will signal a fresh chapter ready to welcome you. Feed your faith and move one sure step at a time. My call persists because my care has no limit, and I will not let you discard the future prepared for you. Beyond every trial waits fresh possibility, bright with meaning. You are set to raise the spiritual depth of those around you. Many hear encouraging words yet cling to doubt. They settle for less and drift. But you adjust your focus and draw nearer to light. Still, fatigue visits you. I recognize the moments when quitting looked easier. So I come to stir the cooling embers before they fade, adding new fuel through reminders like this. Trust that the one who spoke the world into being is still weaving good in your life. These lines carry durable love. Hold them close. Return to them whenever you feel lost, and they will point you towards steady ground. Amen.